Hey everybody.
Hello.
We're here to update you on our travels.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. We're here to update you on our travels. We actually, last video that we did, we were in Maine. Now we're in Leland, North Carolina, so thus the new background.
New background.
New location, new background, and today we're actually here to talk to you about a really super important topic. At least I think it's super important. Sleep. How important is it to you that
Very
I get
important.
good sleep?
Oh, very important. Very important. For everybody, really. It's sleep. Yeah.
I mean, it helps everything. I mean, it helps your perspective on life. It helps your being in good partnership with somebody. Like, if you're
Yes,
not
yes.
getting good sleep, it affects me. If
I'm grouchy.
you're grouchy.
I'm
You are.
grouchy. I'll
Yeah.
say it. Who out there is not grouchy when they're not getting good sleep?
All right. So yeah, instead of double negatives, if you are grouchy when you don't get a lot of sleep, comment below with a grouch face.
Or maybe you're napping right now.
Maybe you're
Good for you.
napping right now. That'd be good. All right. So we moved to a new sleep environment. We moved to a new space, which is an amazing space. We're super grateful to my mom and dad, Lee and
Thank
Elaine
you.
Fournier, for hosting us in our United States.
Arigato so much.
Arigato so much. Our United States crash pad while we're
Yeah.
gonna get ready to go international. And we have a great frog. We're living in a frog, which I didn't know what that was.
Frog.
Family room above the garage, over the garage.
Over garage.
Yep.
F-R-O-G.
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 And we got there and realized that our sleeping was not really in sync.
Yeah.
So what are some of the things that we started doing? Like every night we changed something a little bit so that we
Well,
could
I
start
mean,
getting
even
sleep.
before we started talking about sleeping here, I think we actually started talking about sleeping at the last place. For some reason, we had never really talked about whether or not we were, I don't know, we were trying to out-tough each other or out-stubborn each other, but we were actually just, when we got here, talked about sleeping up in Maine.
Yeah.
You know, because you get your bed the way you like it, the type of pillows and the blankets and the temperature and the sounds.
Those are all big.
And, you know, you go off on vacation, you go someplace new, and it's all new, it's all different. The pillow.
Yeah. Pillow, the hardness of a bed,
The weight of the blanket.
weight of the blanket.
Experienced that on the way down at the hotel.
Yeah. Hey there, Mark. Hey, Pam. Great to see you. So, yeah, I mean, what are some of the things that are important to you that
Yeah.
help you create your sleeping nest? Like
Yeah.
some of the things it doesn't really bother me so much, but light bothers a lot of people. Like how much light is in the room, whether
Yeah.
there's light on the
Oh, yeah.
clock, whether there's
Right.
light on the
At our old
charging
house, I
device.
think we had the room darkening shades.
Yeah, we had room darkening shades
made
at
a
our
big-
home.
Yeah, it made a big difference. Also warmer for the winter in Maine.
Yep. And so what we realized, since we left our home in April and have been in transition,
Sold our home and
sold
left
our home and left our home in April, been in transition, we haven't really sat down and just talked about
No.
sleep environments. So some of
Yeah.
the things that we've done over the years when we traveled, at least,
Yes.
even though we only have a little bit of room in a suitcase, what do we always bring?
We do bring a white noise machine, and that usually it's in my luggage, and I usually get stopped by some sort of authority.
Customs.
Wanting to know what that is in there. And I think our favorite setting on that is the ocean waves. It seems to be it seems to blend nice with lots of different. One of the hacks I found for staying in a hotel room is often they'll have air conditioning that throttles on and off all night. You just switch the fan to on and let the fan blow. That's better than the clunking, clanking, banging on and off.
Yeah, because when you're traveling, you're just staying someplace temporarily, right?
Yeah.
But our lifestyle is now going to be traveling all the time and in
Wow.
kind of like temporary holding patterns, right? So, and sound, you are super sensitive to sound. Like I
Super
can
sensitive.
actually take a nap in the middle of Thanksgiving, like
Yeah.
all the people.
Yeah.
I find it soothing to take a nap around noise, actually. It's like
Yeah.
it defines it in my mind as a nap versus a sleep, whereas sound is really.
It's a big deal for me.
It's a big deal for you. Yep.
So yeah, the white noise and the temperature matters. I mean, I guess that should be obvious, but it turns out if you just lower the temperature, it's healthier.
It's healthier to sleep and
Healthier to sleep.
cooler. Yep.
Maybe 70 degrees or something.
The issue is, though, this is my thing.
What's the issue?
I need to have a lot of blankets. Like, I need to have a lot of weight on me.
Yeah.
Kind of like a sensory thing. Like, I have a really hard time sleeping when it's just this really thin, light thing. So if you have a low temperature environment and then that works out. That works out. It's a good combination.
And back at our house, when we had a house, we discovered from visiting in Japan, we discovered how comfortable it was to sleep under the duvet blanket.
Oh, yeah.
Rather than multiple blankets and sheets and so forth.
We're starting to sound like really high maintenance right now.
But the duvet blanket, you can add multiple covers to it, make it heavier or lighter. And it's just, go ahead.
Yeah, no. One of the things I think we're going to talk about when we move to our next location right away, because we got here, amazing bed. Actually,
incredible.
We're spoiled because they actually got the tuft and needle bed for that frog.
The one that shows up in a box, you open it up.
Yeah, because we love tuft and needle mattress. Shout out to Tuft and Needle. No affiliate link. But we love the tuft and needle, so they got us that. But then we didn't know this, but they had put on a really thick foam on top of it.
Thank you.
And thank you so much. Great intention.
Arigato so much.
Just way too soft for us. So I think the first thing we're going to do when we get to one of our new locations is say, okay.
Is talk about it.
We need to talk about it. Do we need a foam mat topper on top of this? Do we not need? Because if we're going to be someplace for a month or more, it's worth the $30 investment in a foam topper if you're going to get a foam topper, right? And we'll be someplace a month, 2 months, 3 months, Airbnb. So commit to your sleep environment.
I do travel with my own pillowcases. We've already talked about that before. Now, just a thing. I'm thinking about adding a sheet now.
You're gonna have to put everything into a suitcase, mister, including your whole life. Yep. So we'll have to tone down the OCD a little. Yep.
We had a sheet experience on last
We
week.
did have a sheet experience. The last hotel we showed up to, it was late. There was no heavy blanket. We pulled back the sheet, and it was as if
Doesn't matter.
there was a hole ripped in the sheet. Anyways, it doesn't really matter.
Doesn't matter.
It was kind of weird too because the hotel said that we didn't have access to calling them on the telephone, so it was all good. It's all good. But those are the things that you encounter when you're traveling, right?
I guess we are curious about other people's sleep needs.
What do you need to have a cozy sleep? All right, so typical, right? People
What do you
say
do when you
melatonin.
What do you do when you go somewhere too?
So many people are sensitive to melatonin. So many people are sensitive to it. And actually, one of the things that we do is with our nutrigenomics, it actually upregulates an enzyme in our body called glutathione. Glutathione gives you way more productive sleep. So that's a biology hack that we do for sure.
And the intermittent fasting helps. So, stopping eating by 4 or 5 in the afternoon.
Yep.
So you don't have that, you don't want to be digesting food when you're sleeping.
Yep.
What else do we do?
Because ultimately, if you're waking up hitting the snooze button after having slept,
That's not good.
I was in my previous life, maybe 10 years ago, right? Going to bed, waking up 8 hours later, and hitting snooze because I wasn't well rested. Right? That's actually not normal. That's actually there's hacks that you can do if that's how you're feeling, and that's.
But I guess it's two different categories. It's the home, making it yourself comfortable for sleep at home, and getting that, and then the traveling. What are people who travel a lot?
Yeah. What do you do? Comment below.
Shots of whiskey. Shots of tequila. I don't know.
Yeah.
I remember we went to the Bahamas, and I really wanted to have the window open because you could hear the ocean surf and the wind blowing. But then there was the clunking
air conditioning units. Yeah.
So we had tough.
So tough in the Bahamas having to close a window. Really tough. Hey, Stephanie,
Brutal.
great to see you. Hey, Katie, great to see you. All right, well, we're going to sign off for now. Would love to see your comments on what helps you support your sleep when you're traveling, giving us some tips.
We're here now.
Yeah, we're here now.
And we're sleeping well.
We're sleeping well.
So
we love it.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Don't worry about us.
Talk to you later.
See ya.
Bye.